Boxing has been around for thousands of years, first noted in the ancient Sumerian and Egyptian fistfighting competitions. But the sport as we know it today first came into itself in 17th century England with bare-knuckle boxing. This constant evolution, refinement, perfection of the sweet science has all led up to today. The greatest boxing tournament in human history. 9 champions representing their respective socio-economic position in medieval society. Don't ask why this is how they're grouped. We're going to randomize the matchups in a 5-stage elimination bracket to determine the best, no, the greatest boxer in half-sword history. But first things first, let's go over the rules. Headbutts are allowed. Kicks also allowed. Wrestling or grappling is also allowed. Asking how any of this still counts as boxing? Definitely not allowed. And finally, using the mystic arts or forbidden techniques. Absolutely not allowed. What the fuck? So I've just randomized all of the matchups as you can see here, and we're gonna have to do a preliminary match between the man-at-arms and the beggar boss because there's not enough to make it an even split in the tournament. Match day 1, the beggar boss versus the man-at-arms. This is going to be a tough one for the beggar boss. He's really massively the underdog here. But you know, the man-at-arms, he's got a little gap in his helmet there. There's some space to get a fist through if the beggar boss is able to. Two sides come marching out and already some blood spills out from the beggar boss there. The man-at-arms has a solid grip on him. He takes a few shots to the stomach. The beggar boss still pressing forward. He takes a kick to the leg. It's crashed. Okay, we're just going to have to go straight back into this now. We just reset them. It was really looking like it was going in the man-at-arms' favour. We'll have to see if that continues here. The man-at-arms is slowly backing up now. Some good strikes from the beggar boss, dealing well with the man-at-arms, pressing him in fast there. A great kick from both of them though. Both throwing out kicks, showing some versatility. The man-at-arms dropping a bit there. He's doing some great work to the body though. Man-at-arms landing some great hooks to the body there. The beggar boss trying to land but struggling here. You can see the bruising on the side of the beggar boss. Those body strikes are really doing work. Spinning around a bit there. The beggar boss has a lot of output here, but he's struggling to find the mark, to be honest. The man-at-arms is sitting real close to him and just going to the body over and over again. He's wearing him down. The beggar boss has used a lot of energy already. A lot of grappling from the man-at-arms as well. Oh, a good kick there. That made the beggar boss stumble. It was a great leg kick. And the man-at-arms goes backing, working on that body. Oh my god! A massive leg kick and he's down. His leg's broken. The leg is broken. Jesus Christ. That's the fight over. The fight is over. What an incredible leg kick. He knew those were doing well. He'd landed a few before that were great. Jesus, the winner by TKO, the man-at-arms, an unbelievable leg kick. And before we move on to the next fight, we do have a quick message from the beggar boss, just to let you all know that he's okay and that no one gets hurt in the making of these. Hello, I'm the beggar boss, and I've come to tell you all I'm fine. Thanks to Meme Slice Studios, and I didn't want to fight. Help me. Aw, what a lovely guy. Let's get straight into match day 2. Starting off, we have the soldier versus the farmer. This is going to be a tough one. We've got another big underdog here, and the farmer, he has literally no protection. The soldier is very well protected on the front. Ooh, a couple of massive hits to the head there. A great hook landed and it looks like the farmer might just be down from that. He took a gigantic hook to the head. And you can see the blood on his hat, on his face. I think he's done. The soldier is continuing to strike though, hitting nothing but the air. He gets back up and he is surrendered. It is done. A very fast TKO there. It looks like his jaw might be broken. It is definitely not centered right now. Jesus. A great victory from the Soldier. The winner by TKO. Very fast fight. A very definitive win from him. Let's get into the next one. We have the Militia Boss versus the Commoner. And again, it might be a helmet advantage here. Both sides throwing very fast, getting into a clinch here. No one coming out on top really. I saw some blood come out. I wasn't sure whose it was. The Commoner is fast with these hands. Ooh, good back and forth there. No one really came out on top again in that exchange. I'm not really sure. Neither is landing in these clinches. This is not the greatest showing of boxing that you've ever seen for sure. The Commoner is fast though. You can see some blood on his neck and he's got some on the body as well. I think it must be the Militia Boss who's coming out on top here. Both sides throwing non-stop. Some good kicks there from the Militia as well. The Commoner, he's throwing a lot, but he's just not really landing with anything. He's doing the worm a bit with his arm there. I'm not really sure what the tactic is. Another great leg kick. The Militia Boss charges in, gets a good headbutt on him. He grabs him and then just throws him forward with a leg kick in there as well. The Militia Boss definitely has a strength advantage here. He's starting to get the better in these clinch exchanges. Throwing him around. The Militia Boss isn't really landing any great strikes whilst doing so. But neither is the Commoner. Oh, but it looks like it did there. It might have been obscured by the body of the Militia Boss, but there's some blood coming from the eye of the Commoner. There's blood pooling on the back of his head as well, and he might be done there. A hit to the back of the head maybe. And the Commoner, his hands are down. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what's happening. He throws some strikes at nothing. He's completely out of it. The ref is going to have to step in here. The Commoner is down on the floor. A strike below the belt there maybe. Takes a hit on the way up, but he's still trying to fight. He's got the heart of a champion, but just none of the skill. He takes a few more hits and now he's being ragdolled, held down by the Militia Boss, and the ground and pound is brutal. He's being ragdolled. Is he dead? He might be fucking dead. Jesus Christ, the ref has to step in here. It's done. He's alive. You saw his head turn at the end. He's fine. No one is hurt in the making of these. Your winner by TKO, the Militia Boss. Into the next one. We have the Veteran versus the Knight. Now the Knight has a very distinct disadvantage here, as you can see. That big bald head and a headbutt has landed already, and you can see that big bald head now has a big spot in the center of it. He's really going to struggle here. I mean, the Dark Knight is so armored, but saying that, the Dark Knight is down! What did he land to get through that? That's unbelievable. He's absolutely rocked his head. You can see the blood. The Knight tries to stand back up, but he's stumbling around. He's fallen down again. And the ground and pound comes through. The Veteran's done it. He landed a good strike and it must have just rattled the Knight's head inside of that armor. That brain was rocking between all sides and he's just done. There's no movement from him as well. A great victory by the Veteran. We finally get an underdog win. Next up we have the final fight of match day 2. The Baron versus the Man-at-Arms. Oh my god, immediately! The Baron comes out swinging, an absolute monster! The Man-at-Arms, you can see, is stumbling around there. That was completely... I don't think the Man-at-Arms expected that level of aggression at all. The Baron came out just swinging for him. And he landed some good hits. I think the Man-at-Arms might have recovered, but no! He gets knocked down! Is that a knockout? Is he done? The Baron with an unbelievable showing. I thought this would be a good fight. I thought it would last a little longer maybe. But that's it. The Baron has won in the fastest knockout of the competition so far. What a great debut for the Baron. I think that's a sign of things to come from him. So let's take a look at the current layout after match day 2. We have the Soldier versus the Veteran, and the Baron versus the Militia Boss. Will anyone be able to stop the Baron. After that fight, I'm not sure, but we're going to go straight into the Baron's fight again against the Militia Boss. Now this is arguably an easier opponent than the Man-at-Arms. But we'll see, you never know. I think the Baron just straight away lifted him off of the floor. Now the Militia Boss is clearly quite a bit smaller than the Baron. There's a distinct height and reach advantage here, as well as strength, skill maybe, and just about everything else. The Militia Boss's face looks like it could be bruised already here. The Baron is really going for these headbutts. I'm not sure if he's whispering sweet nothings in his ear or just trying to break his nose. The Baron going for the clinch here. He's holding him tight in a hug. Just swinging relentlessly as well. Looks like the Militia Boss grabbed onto his face for a second. Oh, a great hook by the Baron there. Spun his head, but the Militia Boss has a better chin than the Man-at-Arms, I've got to say. He's holding his own a bit, but a couple massive strikes again from the Baron. The Militia Boss is doing really well here, in terms of surviving, not actually getting any damage of his own done. Going back and forth quite a bit here. Militia Boss got pushed up against the fence. The Baron now maybe has him in a headlock. He's just throwing him around, absolutely ragdolling him. Is the Baron maybe making this fight go on longer to give the fans more of a show? Another great hook to the side of the head. The Baron is just grabbing onto his face here. This is brutal. He is absolutely big brothering, and he goes for a takedown there. You see him drop, but the Militia Boss manages to sprawl in time to stop the takedown. Baron was going for a single leg. He is throwing him all around. The strength of the Baron is honestly fucking insane. He's just pushing him. All he has to do, the Baron is just walking into him. And the Militia Boss is all over the place. Oh, it's a great strike from the Baron there. He kicks and moves in with both hands, double striking the Militia Boss in the face. The Militia Boss is somehow still surviving. The Baron going for another kick. The Militia Boss is all over the place. He is stumbling around now. You can see him drooping so low he can barely stand up straight. The Baron can end this fight anytime he wants. Throws another kick there. A couple of strikes get through on the fence and a great hit to the back of the head, and the Militia Boss is down. The Baron puts in another couple of strikes for good measure. The Militia Boss is getting up. Is he still trying to fight? What an animal. The fact he was still trying to go for this, he just gets wrestled back to the ground. And I think his heart may no longer be in it. The Militia Boss might finally be accepting his defeat. Has he surrendered? Yes, he has. And that is the fight over. Your winner by TKO, the Baron. Another dominant showing from him. And next up, we have the Soldier versus the Veteran. And this should be a pretty even match. We'll see if the Veteran's win over the night was pure luck or if he actually is that good. Both sides come out swinging. No one's made any real big hits yet. No significant damage done. The Soldier is being very inaccurate. He takes a strike to the side of the head and then another. A couple of great left hooks from the Veteran. The Soldier is still standing, but he's definitely hurt by that. Trying to get back, another one lands on his arm. The Soldier's really struggling here, and it's a great short right hook to the jaw, just puts down the Soldier. And he is really, there's a lot of blood coming out there. I'm not sure what the Veteran is. Did he just bleed to death? He's not moving. He's not blinking. Your winner by murder, the Veteran. I'm sure he's okay. We'll get someone to check him out. He'll be fine. And now, we are here. The grand final. The Baron versus the Veteran. The Veteran walking to the side. I don't know if that was trying to get in the head of the Baron there, not looking at him as they approached. But both of these guys have unbelievable power in both hands. Both can end a fight very quickly, as we've seen already. But again, the size advantage of the Baron is just so threatening. And the veteran's down! Did he hit his head on the fence? What happened? He just dropped out of nowhere. And the blood is all over his face. He's out cold. I don't know if he hit the fence there. I think he got his head rocked back by the Baron, and it was the fence that impaled the back of his head and he just went down. Well, I guess that's it. Your winner via KO, the fence. Wait, I'm getting a call. We have it on VAR that it was not in fact the fence, but it hit to the back of the head from the Baron. And just for good measure, we're going to go back in, we're going to do a rematch, maybe make it a best of 3 between these two to see. And the Baron already lands a great hit to the head there. And the blood is all over the face of the veteran. He's walking, he's stumbling all around. Is the Baron going to do it again? Another great hit to the head and one to the side, and the veteran is down. That is definitive. He is done. Some great strikes from the Baron to end that fight almost instantly. The Baron never looked in trouble throughout this entire series. He's never looked once rocked. He's doing his victory dance now. You love to see it. I'm not sure what that is mimicking there. But it is over. We have a champion. And the champion's name is the Baron. The winner via KO. The Grand Boxing Champion of Half Sword, the Baron. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and a big shout out to the channel members Ball and Colin, Toru and Schlub. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.